Hey guys, Paul Ferrace here, back with another how-to landscape vlog series video for beginners. And today I wanted to talk about B-roll. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert on B-roll, but I just wanted to share what I've learned so far and what I've learned that works and what I've learned that doesn't work, more importantly. So let's jump into the video and get into it. All right, B-roll is helpful in several ways. First off, it can help you establish a scene, like if you're coming up to a new spot or you're opening your video. Establishing shots show the environment that you're in, and it's very helpful in that sense. It also can help tell your story in a visual way. Say if you're trying to move your story forward and get some points across, you can do that through visual storytelling just with your B-roll. Or it can help illustrate a point, say you're talking about in one of your scenes. You can overlay B-roll while you're discussing it to help show that in a visual way while you're explaining it. Like a good B-roll sequence is awesome when it's done real well. It's great to watch, it's real fun, and it keeps you engaged in the video. But B-roll can also get in the way of your story if it's not used properly or at the right time. If you're just recording it just to record it, it's not really going to have the effect that you want it to, and people may even click off of your video. So you want to use your B-roll in a purposeful way and have some intent when you're recording it. You have to ask yourself, is this important to the story, and is it helping push my story along or tell my story in an interesting way, or is it just visually awesome to look at? When used right, it's so helpful, but when used wrong, it can really hurt your videos. So a common B-roll shot is like when you're walking around. It's almost impossible to avoid capturing some walking around shots, and they're not the most exciting. So I've been trying to spice that up a little way, because you can't avoid it. You know, you're going from location to location in the environment. You're gonna want to include yourself walking through this awesome environment. So something you can do is maybe get a different angle, come at your shot from a different angle, or something that I like to do is shoot with a real shallow depth of field and focus on a close detail while I'm walking from the background blurry, and then I come into focus and pass. Just little things like that to help spice up the B-roll can really pay off big. So if you just put a little bit of effort into your B-roll shots, it can pay off huge, because it can really up the engagement and production value of your videos, and people will engage with that video and connect with it more and be entertained and enjoy it, and that leads to, you know, subscriptions and views and people wanting to see more of your content. Another thing to consider is the music you choose for your B-roll sequence. It has to match the pacing and vibe of your clips. I actually like to choose my music first and then edit to that, because cuts on the beat and things like that can really keep the video flowing, and it just looks good when everything's timed to the music. But B-roll is a very useful tool in our creator toolkit. It's something we absolutely should use, but I think we need to think more about it and have more purpose with it when we're shooting. Like I said earlier, a little bit goes a long way. If you just add a little bit of extra effort into shooting your B-roll clips, you're gonna get a much bigger payoff in your end video, because it's just gonna look so much better. And it's these little tiny things that add up to keep improving our videos, that keeps them getting better. Thanks for hanging out this long. If you're still with me, I just wanted to say B-roll is a very useful tool, but you just have to be careful and use it with purpose and intent, and it can really add a huge benefit to your end video. When used wrong, it can hurt your video, but it's an essential tool, and the better you can get and the more effort you can put into it, it's gonna pay off huge in the end. So thanks for coming along, I appreciate it. If you like this content or you like landscape photography in general, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Thanks guys.